I should just check in on all the activities and make sure everything is going well.
Oh, I love croquet.
The national game of hearts.
So what gossip do you have about that dolt of a brother David?
Come walk with me and I'll tell you.
I'd better go to the next activity soon. I wonder if they've talked about tonight's vote at all.
Can I persuade you to vote differently from your bloodthirsty husband?
No need. I was never going to vote for war.
Well done, sister.
Right. Over to the next activity.
Falconry, eh? Excellent.
I don't care for this. What is that stupid rabbit thinking putting us together?
I'll just be over here, having fun by myself.
I just got a great shiver down my back. There's something about that Claudius that is immensely disturbing.
I'd better go to the next activity soon. I wonder if they've talked about tonight's vote at all.
I'm just glad you were stuck with me today.
What do you mean?
You can't convince me to vote for war. And you didn't get to try and persuade anyone else.
Right. Over to the next activity.
I want the loot first.
Nothing too loud, if you please.
I hope you're enjoying your stay, Your Majesty.
Well, if you think it's possible to enjoy it without magic...
Oh, I've got no magic ability myself.
You don't?
No, sire. My parents are both powerful magicians, but it seems it skipped my generation.
Oh, I imagine that must be very hard to live with.
It's true. There are times I feel like my life would be easier with magic, but I try to keep my head up and improve myself in all other ways possible. Since I am non-magical, I can never take the throne of spades. Instead, I hope to make myself a hero in some other way.
I must say, I find you far more admirable than your parents. I wish you luck for your future.
Thank you, sire. I hope I made a good impression.
I'd better go to the next activity soon.
You're a sensible young man, aren't you? You're not voting for war, surely?
Sorry, sir, but I am.
Then we'll have to agree to disagree.
Right. Over to the next activity.
Violence is never the answer.
I wish it were me down there.
Hello, Duke George.
Princess Julie, happy to see you. How have you been over the last year? You look like your mind is elsewhere. Perhaps you're thinking about a young prince?
You are too perceptive.
Come, let's have some fun. That may take your mind off him. All according to plan.
I'd better go to the next activity soon. I wonder if they've talked about tonight's vote.
How will you be voting tonight?
For war, naturally.
Oh, why ever would you do that?
War is necessary, my dear. You must understand. Young men need war. Without war, young men become stuffy, bookish types like your uncle. Not dashing heroes like myself.
Really?
Surely you want to marry a prince someday who is brave and manly, not weak and shy.
I see.
Right. Over to the next activity.
Ugh. My sister loves this stuff.
Ooh, I hope they have date scones. Have you ever seen the Alice?
Of course. I saw her kill my mother.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry.
I'd better go to the next activity soon.
What a shame our nations are enemies.
Yes, but I am still voting for war.
Then I shall too. We stand to profit after all.
Very wise.
Right. Over to the next activity.
Not tennis. It's impossible to gossip when you're both out of breath.
Excellent. Anyone for tennis?
So I finally come face to face with the one who took everything from me.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Did you or did you not hire 3 assassins to kill the former Queen of Spades?
No, I didn't. I was just living quite peacefully in the mushroom forests. Well, as peacefully as I could, considering that I was married to Sarah.
Something about this doesn't add up. Perhaps I need to talk to my other suspects, the Queen of Spades and the King and Queen of Diamonds.
I'd better go to the throne room soon. I wonder if they've talked about tonight's vote at all.
Your wife seems to want war. Why don't you?
War hurts all the innocent civilians. I was one of those once, and I consider it my duty to protect them as their king.
Interesting. I admire your noble stance. I will think about this.
Well, I've checked on everyone now. Time to get ready for tonight. Let me just unfurl the tally from the scribes. Honoured monarchs and highborn of the courts of Wonderland, the result of the vote on the issue of war is... Oh, a tie?
Oh dear. What happens now?
Rabbits! Do something!
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, what to do?
I believe this is where I come in.
This is unheard of, Cheshire.
You will see. If my vote is legitimate, the tally scroll in your hands will adjust to show it.
Is that right?
Actually, it sounds true to me. I believe that's how the magic of the vote works, by ancient deep magic. If the monarchs cannot come to an agreement, the representative of the people gets to speak.
Okay, so... Cheshire? What do you say? The result is that war is now closed.
Damn it.
Blast it all. I demand a recount.
Oh, thank goodness. Good morning, rabbits. Yesterday's vote went well.
Yes, Your Majesty. Thank you, Your Majesty.
Your placement of people in activities has been mediocre. Work hard to get it right today. My breakfast tart was stolen again. Be more vigilant.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Today is the vote on magic. You do well to try and make sure that magic stays open, rabbit, or your kind may suffer.
Yes, Your Majesty. Right. How best to place everyone today? I should just check in on all the activities and make sure everything is going well.
I utterly despise my sister's favorite game.
I consider myself a dab hand at this. It's odd, I don't remember where Countess Jamala came from.
You're right. She only seemed to show up in recent years.
I'd better go to the next activity soon.
I can tell you're a magician, so surely you will vote for magic.
You can?
Yes. I have a knack for sensing the power in others.
Well, my brother does not know, so please keep it secret.
You have my word. I trust your vote will be on my side.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Right. Over to the next activity.
I love to watch falcons hunt. I feel a kinship.
These poor majestic birds should not be cooped up.
Good morning, Your Majesty.
Please. Diana is fine. And what may I call you?
In that case, call me Jamala. Shall we? So, I've been meaning to ask. Do you recall a couple of decades ago when there was a different ruler in spades?
Oh? Why do you ask?
I hear that assassins took that former ruler out. I was just thinking, surely this would have benefited the nation of diamonds.
Oh dear.
I've got it. We can
Such things are not polite conversation.
You're quite right. Forget I asked. I'll find some time to speak to your husband instead.
Right. Yes. Please excuse me for a moment.
Queen Diana looks faint. I had better attend to her.
Oh no. Perhaps she is on to me. I never should have sent that assassin to kill the old ruler of spades. I've felt guilty ever since. I must stay calm and return to her and act like everything is normal.
Oh dear. I don't think I was supposed to hear that. I'd better go to the next activity.
So, how do you feel about magic?
I'm open-minded.
Perhaps you will consider voting for magic.
I would have thought you would be against magic. Spades could overrun diamonds with it.
Good point.
Right. Over to the next activity.
No one ever has the same taste in music as me. What's the matter, son?
Father, I'm worried about you. I think you might be enchanted.
Oh, I've had a sneaking suspicion about that.
I think Mother has you under control.
If that were the case, I wouldn't be able to say anything about it, I imagine.
Of course. Do you think some other magicians here could help lift the enchantment?
Perhaps. You could try Queen Catherine. And maybe Queen Diana.
Queen Diana? I thought magic was illegal in diamonds.
Oh, it is. But I see a very strong, magical aura around her. I'm sure she's a witch.
Okay, let's try it. Perhaps if you tried talking to them too, they might sense the enchantment.
Good idea.
I'd better go to the next activity.
Please vote for magic tonight, son. It would mean a lot to me.
I'm sorry, Father. I'm not magical myself. I don't think it's fair.
You're right. I can't vote against myself. But I can't in good conscience argue with you.
Right.
Tourney? Ugh, just a bunch of smelly, sweaty men fighting.
Oh, I suppose this will be fun. Oh, what is that you're holding, dear?
It's a necklace of mine. The chain just broke.
Give it to me. I will have one of my maids take it to the jeweler to be fixed.
My thanks.
What is in the pendant?
It is a pendant filled with soil from my homeland.
Diamonds?
No. The place I was before I was adopted by the last king and queen of diamonds.
Oh, what is that place?
You won't have heard of it.
Humour me.
It's called England.
Just as I suspected. I've heard that name before. She's from the same place as the Alice.
How do you know she isn't the Alice herself?
Hello, pest. I know she's not the Alice herself, as she's been around much longer. I saw her grow up when our parents would visit each other's courts.
Sounds like a load of guff to me.
You're a load of guff. Shoo!
I'd better go to the next activity.
So I assume you are anti-magic?
No, Your Majesty.
Oh, so you're on my side then?
Yes.
Ah! Lovely.
Right.
I get enough of this boredom at home.
I love to see people's special tea sets. Father, may I please have some money? I saw a lovely fine china vase in the village on the way here, and I'd like to send a servant down to purchase it for me.
Of course, darling.
Goody! That's one contribution to the fund.
I'd better go to the next
And you will vote against magic tonight.
But father!
No arguments.
Yes, father.
Right.
Tennis? Well, at least it's not high tea.
I sometimes get too competitive for my own good.
Oh, it's you.
Good morning, Claudius. If you're willing to let go of your ignorance for a while, we might just have fun.
Ignorance, eh? Just because you can read. Some of us spent our childhoods fighting serpents and didn't have time for books.
No time for books? How terrible. I wonder if something can be done about people growing up that way.
I had better go to the throne room soon.
We have nothing to say to each other on this subject.
Not at all.
Well, object on everyone now. Time to get ready for tonight. Honoured monarchs and highborn of the courts of Wonderland, the result on the vote on the issue of magic is now open.
Ha! It's only natural we would win.
Oh, thank goodness. My library collection isn't ruined.
Ridiculous.
Oh no, what are you doing here again?
Excuse me, your ladyship. Might I have a word?
Why, are you not the Cheshire Cat?
Indeed I am.
A pleasure to meet you.
Tell me, why do you remind me of the Kingdom of Spades?
I don't know what you are talking about.
Very interesting.
Huh? Sigh.
Good morning, Rabbit. Yesterday's vote went well. Good work.
Yes, Your Majesty. Thank you, Your Majesty.
Your placement of people in activities has been mediocre. Work hard to get it right today. Once again, my breakfast tart was stolen. I won't stand for it much longer. Today is the vote on trade. I don't care much for this one, but I am suspicious of the motives of the free trade crowd.
Yes, Your Majesty. Right. How best to place everyone today?